I'm talking about the revolution. So I have a helmet on. It's true, it's a snowboarding helmet which I use for cycling, but in Bucharest. But still. So, as I said in the last episode, in the tourist office, uh, at the top floor, near the top floor, I saw what was going on down on the street. This guy Bogdan, I think it was, his name was, from Intercontinental. He was a bellboy at the Intercontinental Hotel and a friend of Adrian Stefan. Called me and others, come, come. Huh? I went downstairs. Laurențiu was there, and we went together. This should be dedicated to Adrian Finti, an actor who was a leader in Roman Square, Piața Romană. In the other place, there was Petra Roman, some others who became politicians, important men in the society after the revolution. But Andrei Finti stayed an actor. He didn't interfere in any politics. He deserved the monument, if you ask me, and he deserved to be honored. Worship maybe sounds too much, but tribute paid to a guy who was really important in the revolution, albeit in this other side. Roman Square was not a sideshow, I wouldn't say that. But anyway, less important, less known anyway than Universității, where we eventually ended up, actually. So at the Roman Square, people blocked the street. What happened was this: the manifestation, the rally organized by Ceausescu, as I mentioned, split. At one point, something happened. Ceausescu tried to keep the people away. I will give you 200, not 200. 200 was the whole salary at that point for many people. I will give you 10, 20 lei more. Stay. They didn't. The majority went to Piața Universității, and I don't know, maybe a quarter went to the Roman Square. This is where we went, and I was holding hands with the Laurențiu at times, because the police showed up. They formed ranks on the streets. Some of this is mentioned by me to the guy Michael Myers, who covered the events later on for Newsweek, so I mentioned in Newsweek, and I'm proud of that. But as I said, organizing things and leading the way was Adrian Finti. Andrei, I'm sorry, not Adrian. Andrei Finti. Adrian is my friend, and he was there at the front. I don't know how he had the courage, because I was many rows behind, somewhere in the middle. It felt more secure, and even there I was scared to death. As I said, I kept grabbing Laurențiu by the hand, and he grabbed me once in a while, without any gay feelings whatsoever, just because of being terrified. And at one point, they were pushing back and forth when the police, those ranks, or whatever they were, Securitate, secret police, I have no idea what they were. We can find out, but when it was probably published, but that's not relevant. We moved, run away scared. We feared for our lives. We thought they could start shooting any moment. In fact, at a certain moment, I decided to call. I didn't have a phone at home, as mentioned in previous episodes. That was a great ordeal and a kerfuffle to call whenever I had a date or something. But I thought I would call Măița, my grandmother. They had a phone, to let her know something. I wasn't sure what, but the point was, if anything happens, if I don't arrive at home or tomorrow, or perhaps I was thinking jail might be one way, not out of this, into this, or the communist dictatorship could decide to push in and arrest everybody, so disappear for a few days, for forever, for a month, who knows. So I said, mates, I'm at the Roman Square, something's happening. I have no idea what I said, but I guess that was the sense I was trying to make of it, for her, for my mother, who would get in touch with them at on a certain day, and then she would find out or something. And what is also curious for me is that I have a fog, a veil over what happened. I remember some details, as I mentioned, the fact that I was grabbing this guy's hand, that they were advancing, and then we would run and would come back to be near the line of policemen. Finti was always ahead. We were way back, but he was, don't be scared, he was mobilizing and energizing and keeping us there. So a great guy. This is for him, an homage for him. But otherwise, many things are wiped out. I'm not sure what happened. The health of the brain, the self preservation mechanisms may have secreted. I'm confabulating. I'm just going wild and crazy, making no sense. But that's what I don't explain. I mean, that's what comes to mind when I think about that, and I don't see how so much was gone. I remember details of encounters with some women before and after that, but not hours, long hours from those revolution days. And it's like, as I said, the defense mechanism secreted some drugs or something which just blocked the memory, blocked the activity of part of the brain. And I was just on emergency, like the phone. Sometimes you have no battery, so it's just emergency calls, or you cannot do all you regularly do. You just do. So I was just walking, staying with this guy. I remember taking the back streets and but this is getting to going to the other place. So again, I cannot thank this man enough, not just in my name. I was just one of a few hundred there, but he kept us mobilized, as I said, engaged. We did not run away, I'm pretty sure, because he was there and he was facing the enemy from very near. He was in danger. He would fall first. He would be arrested in the first batch. But he was brave. That's a brave man, and modest. As I said, you hear nothing about this contribution anywhere, which is so counterintuitive and fucked up, I say, because we know so many who are nobodies, who did nothing then. They were just in a room here, and the revolution was 100 miles away. But still, they just came in and grabbed the power. While this man, fighting on the barricades, really in the first line, is not mentioned anywhere. Well, I'm just, my small thanks, homage to him.